Hello and welcome to Add the Builder. Today I have another mock to show you guys, and this time it is a Lego black Technic crane. Let's start with the actual crane arm. Over here you have a big hook which is very flexible. Instead of having one hook end, you have two so that you can hold stuff like this. I'll show you in a little bit, but this is extendable. If I use this gear and turn the table, I can show you this side, which has the winch mechanism to lower the hook. And now, if you take out this pin, you can just, I'm damaging this. There we go. Extend the crane arm. But now it's kind of front heavy. If you don't need it to be that far, you can just use these linear actuators, which are connected up here, and extend and raise up the crane arm. So as you can see, this is a pretty big mock. And over here is the cabin, which I'm able to fit a little person inside there, the one stud version. You have a dashboard, and you have this over here. So what this does, fold it out, and it becomes a work light. And you have another one up there. You have exhaust pipes, you have this thing to raise this up so it's not dragging on anything. You have exhaust pipes everywhere, hoses, this pneumatic hose over there that has no use. And over here you have a big gear which is just there. It doesn't quite do anything. It's just there to cover up the actual mechanism, which I'll show you in a little bit. So like this, it can tip to the side. So I built these outriggers, which you lift up that pin, you put it back in so it doesn't turn, and then you have this little piece with a knob that goes over and locks on top of it, and then there's your outrigger. And we can do the same on the other side. Which apparently that just broke, so I guess we'll just leave that alone. So you have like a ladder here, kind of like suspension, fake suspension design. More hoses, chains, you have an antenna over there, you have mud flaps here, and here. In front, you have a tow winch. You have the grill, the two front lights. You have these giant massive wheels, which have these. And using this wheel over here, you can use the front steering, which I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. And then as we go to the back, you have this over here, which you can lift up this pin, turn this, and you have a trailer hitch. I don't know why you would have a trailer hitch. I just added it just because. It's actually pretty stable. You have caution signs everywhere, this antenna. But if you switch this, you activate the rear lights using a red light brick. So that's pretty much it for the functions, and I guess I'll show you them to you now. So all you have to do is lift that up. You can put that aside. If you take this wheel off, this entire thing comes off really nicely. back one though is a little harder because you have to do this. And then if you take that one out. Oh man, I forgot about this stuff. You have the hoses and this, which helps to keep it in place. I'll put that back over there. Now I'm capable of showing you all the mechanisms. So let's start with the front steering. Over here you have the wheels, which are connected over here using an axle. So when you turn it, it turns both of them. This one's stationary, but this one moves. You have these over here for more support in the steering. You have these beams that come out and go against this rubber wheel for more, so that you don't turn too far. Here's the wheel which turns this knob gear over here like that, and that's how you steer. Mud flaps are right there. They tend to swivel around a lot, but this transparent beam is just there for keeping this down, keeping it in place. Over here you have this mechanism which is connected on both sides to these gears, which basically just turns these knobs, knob gears, which turns this axle which is connected to the massive crane arm. And this gray piece over here was taken off of a Bionicle set. So you can just easily turn that. As we get to the rear, there is a lever right here, which is turned by this, which goes down and presses the button for the light brake. All the way at the back, this is just a simple bracket with a double bevel gear and a regular bevel, so that when you take this pin out, you can just turn that really easily. I'm not gonna even bother putting this back together, but I might, I don't know. This is how the outriggers work. You have this piece which are connected by axles. I used to have it used with a worm drive gear over here, which you would turn, which would be connected to that gear right there. So the worm drive would go right here with a gear, be connected to that, so that with a turn of the gear you could lower this. But I wanted to make 2 outriggers instead of 1, and I only had 1 worm drive gear, so I had to make a compromise, and I ended up coming up with this design. I apologize for only being able to use one hand, and the video was kind of like shaky, but the reason why is the camera I previously was using broke, and I'm just using a smartphone to do this. So thanks for watching, please subscribe, and have a great day.